How did a little town started by some Muskogee Creek Indians on the bend of the Arkansas become so doggone international? What in the heck is that all about? And I remember, Roger, you would give us a little bit of a snapshot of history of the formation of, let's say, Indian Territory, but the unique characteristics of eastern Oklahoma, of which Tulsa has been an inheritor, not only of the opportunities, but of the many peoples that have come here, all of whom, in one way or another, shared a passion, not only for the land and for the peoples that were here, but where we've come from and others have come from, and why the rest of the world is so important. Roger, could you just give us a little bit of a snapshot of that?
Some of the background goes to the fact that we were, in essence, born international, in the sense that the Indian tribes were forcibly brought here, and so we became a diverse and global kind of area from the earliest days. The petroleum industry, of course, is what really marked us to have an international destiny. And Dick, we can look at your family and the history of what your company has done and how you have been global, but the whole industry was global. And so it created a city beginning in the 1920s when our character was really formed. It created a city where being international was normal. TGA set a climate. It helped the community see that wherever you were, you could find a way to be a part of the whole world beyond Oklahoma and beyond America.
It's a good part of Tulsa Global Alliance and all the organizations that, in a sense, spiritually and organizationally founded it. Much of this is a journey outward from here to the rest of the world. But I think largely it's also a journey inward. It's helping us to understand and appreciate who we are, where we've come from, who we are and where we are now, and learning to celebrate all of those colors and complexions of our community and say, that's who we are. Come and enjoy learning about us because we celebrate it among ourselves as well.
Well, I'll make a comment to that because I was here in a corporate capacity and kind of unexpectedly, but it was through sister cities and through showing Mexicans around this city that I learned about this city, that I met real people in the city that had nothing to do with my business. You know, we've got the business sides of the components, we've got the governmental sides of all of our exchanges, we've got the little kids, we've got just all these different bodies, and we've got teenagers who come. We did Breaking Through the Boundaries for a few years for teenagers who came from all of our sister cities. And when you as a person, as a human being, when you start experiencing another family, somebody else's home, having dinner, going in the history of Tulsa, the Art Deco capital of the world. I had no idea. I'd lived here for quite a few years. I didn't even know that. Not too many years though, like maybe just 2 or 3. But just first time I ever went to Zinc Ranch to see the snake charmer. First time, you get those one-on-one. It's experiential, and then you are bringing your own self to that, as well as seeing these other people react to that. And exactly what you're saying, Dick, is that we experience ourselves again because it's reflection off of who we've been and what we have or have not been doing. And you have to grow through that. So it's just engaging all around.
This is kind of a part where I feel like I fit in a little more because there are a lot of us we have all the leaders that are organizing all this, but you need the people back home that are opening their homes to all of these visitors that are coming in from all over the world. And I can't think of a more wonderful experience for your children. And I hear that over and over from particularly in the International Visitor Program, that they love it. They'll come in for a week, 10 days, stay with the family, the kids. They keep writing forever after. They stay in touch.
And those children have international visitors at their own dining room table.
And we just have have families all over this city that are now doing that, and that's the heart and soul of a lot of
Thousands.
what goes on. Thousands. Yeah, I'm sure
Which
of
is
that.
just incredible.
Most people, when they come from other countries to visit the United States, they stay on the coast. Maybe they might go to New Orleans. This is a way to get them to Middle America to see what we're all about, and we just do a grand job of showing them Tulsa, which I think is great.
Well, we're showing them our heart.
Our heart, exactly.
And that
This
makes
is the
a difference.
heartland, yeah.
The kinds of things that this organization does to connect us to the world goes to the basic human need of being a part of a broader community. If we're going to be a part of a broader community, it ought to be one that encompasses all the richness of all the varied cultures that there are in the world. And so TGA gives us an opportunity to make our lives bigger and richer than they otherwise would be.